60 outlaw.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Ready.
Now Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch,
70,
now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 7, Murray.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. Lucky.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Hines. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
3rd and long.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Watch the screen. Check, check.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this? 58's the money. 58. Chopper. Rock it, fire.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers, solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Leo! Shit! He's coming. Hey, Zoo! We got to double up. Gone! Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Get it!
From the gun, Jones. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 8 read.
39-yard line.
Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Be careful.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Bravo. Ready?
Now Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Grant. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Watch the crow. Watch the crow. Kill.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 27, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go now. Touch the outlaw. Man, grab. That's track. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nyheim Hines, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Woods. Yo, go. Check on the ball.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking right sideline, that's complete. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, Jones. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing, Jones. That'll be caught by Kupp. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Jones heading up here first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This is caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Hey, watch the screen.
Second and 4. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up third down and 4.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on third and goal.
Hey, exit.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready? 58, come on. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Jones now going to throw on third and goal. To the goal line. line, but it's incomplete.
Jones pass. Intended for Cooper Kupp. Incomplete. Coverage by Byron.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hey, foxtrot. Now.
Jones throwing on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Watch the safety creep.
Here's Jones off the play fake. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, orbit.
Check, 48's the mic. He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Rush in.
They run again with Hines. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On third down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return is Kirk. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's
touchdown, Cardinals. Nyheim Hines with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Trick. Check. 48's the mic. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Rock it, rock it. Hit it.
Back to throw. Jones. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jones now operating from the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. On first down, Hines. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A throw out wide, caught by Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey! High 7! Check 5!
Back to throw. Jones. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Wide open receiver, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, Have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Go.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And he will find his man on the outside. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Jones on 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, you know, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And a Cardinal first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. So don't say nothing. Switch.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Ready. 70, Indy. Shoot.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
48 Mike. I got it. Check nickel.
And snap.
On 4th down, Jones. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Check 61. Matchbox lights. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Huge 1st down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Fair.
He'll look to throw. And Woods has it complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods with time running out. And the Rams have taken the lead.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now, you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one.
With nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
26 man. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Jim. 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 Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Murray, one final try. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Los Angeles, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, despite the loss here, it was a splendid regular season as they'll finish at 12-4. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.